Hello Gemini, thank you for tuning in to your love read. For the main part of the read, I'm using the, I believe it's Telema Tarot. Somebody sent me the pronunciation, so I guess the H is silent. There's one side, there's the other side. Here's the spelling in case you do want the deck. That way it doesn't really matter. The Renata Lechner Telema Tarot. There you go. And for the supportive oracle cards, the Magical Spell Cards by Lucy Cavendish. Okay. We'll do relationship first. Single second. He's back. Okay. Okay, so I'm starting with your challenge card, the Page of Wands. Nope, Page of Swords. But I'm getting like, I'm thinking the Wands feel is coming in here because like the challenge is to not just listen, to not just absorb, but to actually make something happen with the information you're gathering. My uncle's out front, and I think my dogs want to play with him, and that's why they're doing that. So I'm like, why are we whining? Unless you can't hear it. No, you can hear that. There's no way you can. Guys. Because I'm getting there's a lot of things going on. A lot of information coming towards you that could possibly create change. Farrell! And I'm getting like this information. Every time I talk, he's going to do that, I feel like. He's upset with me because we're not out front with my uncle. He's busy though, he's doing things. So I'm getting there's a lot of change around you that could possibly happen from the information you're gathering. But the challenge is to not let it just stay information, to actually use it. Because currently I'm getting, as the absorption of information is happening, you've got the Ten of Cups. Oh. You've got the Ten of Cups where you're in a good state of mind. You're enjoying social situations. That's just one of the reasons you're absorbing so much information, because it's a good social time. Farrell! Anyway, he's just not going to stop. He's complaining. He's like, he's out there, we're not, and that's not right. This is, hold on. Let me stick with this card here. The Ten of Cups. It's going on, and you're having a good time here. There's a lot of social things going on, and you're absorbing energy. Farrell! Enough! Not gonna happen. It's not gonna happen. Come here. Farrell, come here. Come here. He's like, well, I don't want that. Farrell. We were just out there. Yeah, this is Chloe. There's Chloe. Yep, I'm just Chloe. Farrell. Yep, wants to go outside. We were just outside. You guys be good? It's like, no, I want. Sorry about that. You okay, bud? Farrell? You alright? You want what you want? What are you guys playing with over there? Stuff. Alright. So I'm gonna... Chloe! My Kids are just crazy right now. Can you guys go sit down? Can you sit down? I'll sit next to you. How's that? Okay. Sorry about that. Let's stick with the energy though. Because it's still here. I'm just like... So you got this good social time going on. You got the information you're absorbing that could create change. Maybe you have disruptions too. Anything's possible. And your partner has the King of Swords, which I'm getting your partner seems to be more... Well, clearly vocal would be an easy way to jump into this, but I'm getting your partner seems to be... I feel like they're holding all the cards. And how does that work? I know it's a king energy, I know it's sword energy, but they seem to be holding all the cards. And I'm getting like they might be holding something back a little bit. Because there's something else you're needing from them to move this forward. But I'm also getting like if you keep waiting for your partner to give it to you, it doesn't seem to be happening on its own. Because the situation, like, there's a situation here. You're absorbing information, you're listening, you're happy with your partner, there's a lot of good social atmosphere going on here. But I'm getting like there's like a missing piece, like the information you're pulling in with possible changes, it's coming from your partner. That's what you're hearing. Like you're hearing this possibility there. But I feel like you need to act on it, you need to activate it. Because I'm getting that's the wand energy. Like you need to touch the wand to the situation to activate it. It's almost like touching a match to the fire, or not to the fire, to the kindling, whatever you want to call it, to actually start the fire burning. Like you need to push it forward. You need to ignite the situation. And I'm getting your partner is kind of in that spot where the possibility is there to change, to move forward, to get something going, but it feels like they're kind of stagnating on it. They're thinking it's going to take a lot of work. I'm getting they're standing the spot of the Three of Pentacles where they're expecting that it's going to take a lot of effort to make it come together. It's going to take some work. It's going to take some doing. They're just not sure if they really want to do that. And I'm getting they're not sure you're really going to be engaged in that. You might not want to be engaged in the actual work part of it, and I'm getting that's a concern for them. That's what they seem to be feeling. It's what I'm catching from this side. Now, the Three of Swords is in your partner's spiritual position. Like, they would like this to go forward, but I feel like they're looking at you like they don't really believe you're going to be as connected to the thought as they are, in the sense of like actively participating. I feel like that seems to be the concern here. Is that seems to be what I'm connecting with on this side. Like they're feeling like if they move this situation forward, they're going to be doing the work. Now, that's the thing with the Page of Swords that you're hearing from your partner. You're very happy with your partner. There's a good social atmosphere here, but if you want this to move forward, I'm getting you have to put forth a commitment to do certain things, which I feel like you'll stick with. If you put forth that commitment, like, I will do this, that, and the other thing to make that happen, this will move the situation forward. And I do feel like you want this to happen. Excuse me. Now, as we go forward to the Five of Pentacles, I'm getting that there is some information going on here that you're not feeling like... I'm getting like you're still lacking something here. Like, that's the Five of Pentacles energy anyway. But it's like the bowl, you're waiting for something to be put in this bowl. Like, but I feel like it's information-wise. Because I'm feeling like you're trying to get this to go forward. I even feel like some of you are actually putting forth that, like, I'll do this if you want to go forward. And they're agreeing, like, okay, that sounds good, but I don't see the situation moving forward yet. I'm getting the Two of Swords on your partner's side in the sense of like they're not really sure if they want to do this yet or not. And I don't feel like they're feeling convinced that you're all in on this. And I feel like you're waiting for them to like make the decision. You're waiting for them to say, all right, let's go forward. All right, now, the challenge card for your partner is the Six of Swords. Like, they could walk on from this. They could just move on and just decide not to do it. If you really want this situation to go forward, to get past this card for your partner, I feel like what they're saying is you need to stand with the Knight of Pentacles, and you need to keep reminding your partner you'll do this, that, and the other thing. You need to do something reinforcing so they realize that you're dead on with this. You're centered on doing this. You're committed to it. You want to do this. You're all in. Let's do it. I feel like they're saying with the Knight of Pentacles, like you have to keep reminding your partner about the same piece the same pieces that you'll connect to, that you'll do. If you keep reminding them of that, and I feel like if you could find a way to move forward, like trying to move it forward that way, I'm getting that this could move forward. It could. I'm avoiding this spot here because I'm not sure exactly how it's going to touch yet. I don't feel like we're quite there at the moment. Now, I'm getting you are kind of reinforcing that. You would like this to go forward. You're saying you're going to do these things, and your partner is not really moved by it, is what I keep getting. They're not really moved by it. I'm getting what actually helps you is I feel like the situation is going to pass by. And it seems to be in the realm of what's helping you. And I'm getting the Strength card next to it. Because I feel like you would have liked this to have happened. But when it's actually moved on and it's just not a possibility anymore, I feel like it frees your mind up from thinking about it because I don't feel your partner moving on. I don't feel like your partner moving forward with it. And they have these two cards here, which let's just deal with them. Spiritually, you have the Devil card with the Divine Guidance. I'm getting you're not happy that the situation didn't actually happen. That your partner moved on from it. I'm getting that's the Devil card. Like you're not really happy that that's how that turned out. And you might be kind of brooding about it. And I'm getting the Strength card, no, the Divine Guidance here with it is telling me this is kind of helping you get ready for the next time that something like this comes around. Because I feel like they're saying if you want something like this to happen next time the opportunity comes forward, you can't be a supportive player, you have to be the main player to make it happen. And this might give you that gumph to move forward on your own rather than seeing what your partner wants to do. Because I feel like you're going to have to be the initiator, you're going to have to be the one in control if you do want something like this to happen. Usually when I've noticed the Devil a lot lately, like he brings in conflict, he brings in dissatisfaction in some form, but it's always something where you get to learn like what's bringing you to this point, what's causing the situation. It's giving you that ability to really have a very bright shining moment that you don't like and go back and audit it and like how would you have preferred it to have worked out? What would have worked better? What could you have done differently to make this more to your liking? Like seeing it from all angles after the fact, how would you have handled it differently knowing what you know now as opposed to what you knew then? Because I get that's the gift of the Devil. Excuse me, that was gross. It just came out of nowhere. The gift of the Devil is to have those moments and move past them and then to look back at them with heightened awareness about what actually happened as opposed to how it felt at the time and how you would have done it differently knowing what you know now. Because I'm getting here, like, this type of situation will repeat. Maybe not the exact situation, but this type of situation will repeat. If you self-audit that, you can set up a plan for success so that next time something like this comes around, you can end up with the outcome you want rather than the outcome you got. Like, that card, like, oh, like, it's not fun, because I feel like you're really unhappy that this did not actually become something. This situation moved on, and I'm getting that that's what's helping you, because it's strengthening you to realize, you can't depend on your partner moving something forward. You're going to have to move something forward on your own, in this type of sense, if you really want it. And I'm getting here with your partner, what's helping them is the Five of Swords with the health. Because I'm getting like they're moving on from the situation, and it's a fruitless victory, because I get that they were afraid that they were going to be the one taking care of most of it, and they didn't want to do it. But the fruitless victory is telling me they got out of doing that, but they're still not happy with the result. And I'm getting the health is like, yeah, it worked out fairly for them. They feel like it worked out fairly, but I feel like it's changing how they're viewing it. Like, I feel like this is good in the sense of, like, it seems to be helping your relationship in some respect. It's a fruitless victory for them, though, but I'm getting like this is something where I feel like they want you to take the lead on something like this rather than letting them take the lead. This is a weird reading, I have to be honest with you. Because I'm not exactly sure how this is landing, but I'm like, I always try to like connect with if this was being said to me. And the way that I seem to be taking the information is kind of like, I was hearing a lot of things, a lot of possibilities. I'm giving a lot of support and how I would support the situation to move it forward and how I would help out, but I'm leaving it up to my partner to decide whether we're going to do it or not. And then my partner decides they don't want to do it and they move on from it. And then I'm not really happy that it moved on. I really wanted to do it. And the after effect is to realize if I wanted it that bad, I needed to be the one to actually make it happen. I feel like that's what I'm getting here. And I'm just kind of like, how would that land with me if somebody was saying that to me? Because I guess the situation, like, I guess if this is coming at the right time, you actually could take the reins, go forward, and be the one taking charge to make it happen. You could do that. But I'm getting the situation isn't going to happen unless you're the one taking charge of moving it forward. So if you do want this to move forward, if it means enough to you, you're going to have to be the one that takes the lead. Otherwise, I'm getting it's going to kind of move on. Is there anything else with this? I have to be honest, every time I'm coming towards the Devil card here, it feels... I just feel like you're not going to be happy with the situation. Spiritually, it's the Devil card. And I feel like you're leaving your happiness in somebody else's hands. And the divine guidance with that is like it's trying to highlight, like, when you leave your happiness in somebody else's hands, like, you're just subject to what they give to you, rather than if you go out to get what you want, you can actually create something that you want. You can actually get what you want, but you have to be the active player in that part to get what you want. Is there anything else with this? I think we're good. All right. Hopefully that hit well, because I was trying to put myself in that position, and I'm just like, I feel like the whole thing is like to take the active role. If you want this to work out to your liking, take the active role. I'm getting that because it feels like you're hearing a lot. Things seem to go well, but if you want to make it happen, you have to take the active role. All right. Let's do Gemini singles. Information for Gemini singles. Information for Gemini singles. Information for Gemini singles. Empowering information to help them move forward the way they want to go. I don't think I've seen that cup very often. Let's do these. I got the Page of Cups down here for you, which I have to say, this card looks completely foreign to me. I don't know if I've seen it yet. I think it might be the first time since I've used this deck that I've actually seen it, which is interesting. Because usually I go through the whole deck and I go through every card and I just look at them all really quick. For some reason, this one looks completely foreign to me. You get Divine Guidance at the bottom here. Divine Guidance at the bottom. I feel like this is kind of similar to the Gemini relationship in the sense of like, I feel like things aren't going to go your way to begin with, but there's like a change coming your way. I'm cheating. I'm pushing a card so I can see what's under there. All right, Isis Inspiration and Victory in the Future. That's good. Start with the center. I'm getting currently right in the center. Something is moving on. I feel like there's like a civil ending. Like I feel like you get the Six of Cups here with the Five of Swords. I feel like things are ending well. Like you're getting closure, but the situation is moving on. And I'm getting like your thoughts here are the Death card. Like it's the situation is you're feeling like it's completely done. This is the wrapping up of it. But the thing is, you do have the Page of Cups for where you stand. You do have some feelings for this person. I'm getting like it was like a couple dates at most, but somebody who was getting your interest and you thought this could go somewhere fun. And the top card here is the Three of Swords. Like I don't feel like you like. I'm doing the words double again. I don't feel like you're happy with how this turns out. Like, it's almost like it was stopped short before you had a chance to really show who you are. Like, you got stopped in your tracks before you could really explore this situation. And the other person just kind of disengaged. Now, I'm getting here with the Page of Cups that you have the Imagination card because right next to it because I feel like you're not really wanting to let go of this just yet. And I'm seeing like at the bottom here the Temperance card is like that's one of the reasons that you got the Three of Swords at the top because I feel like this person kind of did make an impact. And even though this other person seems to be pulling away from the fight, pulling away from the situation, like they don't want to be a part of it, I'm getting like you're having a hard time letting go of it. And this might not be the first time this person has come around in your life. Because I'm seeing in the past you have the Six of Wands, which is a victory card. I'm getting you've been closer with this person in the past, or... See, there's war wounds here. I'm feeling like there's war wounds here, but you've overcome problems in the past. I'm getting there's a bit of mysticism here. Kind of like in the past you noticed this person or something along those lines and the opportunity didn't come towards you at that point, but you knew at some point it would and you got excited about that. I'm getting like a little war wound feel to that though too. I'm getting like a war wound feel, like overcoming some adversity or something to that effect in the past. All right. So if we're moving forward to the future, because we might come back to that card, because I'm getting it feels like there's more to it, but it's not really showing itself just yet, so we might come back to it, see how things go. The situation's ending, or it feels like in your thoughts, you have the Death card in your thoughts. I do want to highlight that. That's how that's what you feel like. You think like it's over, like it's done, like it's wrapped up, done. The other person seems to be walking away. It seems like it ends on good terms. It's a fruitless win though because you're still not happy. You're still upset about it. But I'm still seeing with the Temperance card that you're not having an easy time letting go of it. It's still in your thoughts. Now, what is happening is the question here. Because I'm getting like, you got the death card in your thoughts, but I do see in the environment, the world is there. And it makes me feel like this person is going into a new phase. The question is, are you in this phase? Did they cut things off with you as in we're done? Or did they cut things off with you because they're resetting themselves to decide what they want to do? Because I'm getting, there's a walk away here, ending on good terms. Like, I feel like the two of you are just going off on your own. But I'm also seeing this in the environment with the World card. Like, this person seems to be, they're going through a life change. And it seems like either you're going to be a part of it or you're going to be completely out of it. If you're in it, you're completely in it with them. If you're out of it, you're completely out of it. I don't feel like a middle ground here. And as we go into the future, you have the Five of Wands. I'm getting an opportunity comes back towards you. I'm getting this person comes back towards you. Really? All right, so that works out good. Well, this part anyway. Especially with the victory and the Isis inspiration. I'm getting whatever they parted ways on good terms with you. It seemed like it was over. They gave you the impression done was done. But I'm getting they're coming back towards you with a lot of energy, and there's victory and Isis inspiration, like they're being very pushed towards you. I'm getting there's kind of a spark here that kind of pops out of nowhere. Or in the sense of like, you thought it was done. You did not expect it to come back like this again. But this person's showing up again, and I feel like it's kind of like, oh, okay. It's not a bad shock, it's just a shock. It's not like the tower, like it's breaking things down. But it's kind of like you were not seeing it coming. And it kind of throws you off. But it's a good thing. You like it, but you're not sure what this means. You do like it, but you're just, I don't know where this is going. I don't know if this is momentary. Like, why? Like, I feel like you're left with a lot of questions of, like, why that and why this? Like, why that then and why this now? Like, what's happening? What changed? Why are we going different? Why are things going different than you said they were going to go? See, I'm getting that time away here in the center where they're walking away from you. I do feel like they honestly feel like that's for the best, and that's the way they intend to go. But I'm getting the time apart from you. Their thoughts are just, they can't seem to stop thinking about you. And I feel like it's kind of ramping up and gaining momentum and gaining strength, getting tighter and tighter and tighter there until finally it snaps, and then they want to be with you again. And they come over and they come towards you, and they're just trying to get your attention again. And I feel like you're very open to that. Go to the end. Okay. Now, the end, there's 4 cards technically. 3 tarot cards and 1 oracle card. The oracle card is strength, but you've got the Knight of Cups with the Hierophant with the 4 of Wands. Because I'm getting like, this person has a renewed interest in you, and I feel like they're coming towards you a lot stronger. I feel like there was something else around this person distracting them, and they weren't really sure what they wanted to do. And they thought the best thing to do at the time was to end things with you and let that be. Because I feel like when they did that, they honestly thought that was going to be the end. But I'm getting, as they have that time away from you, I'm getting they're thinking about you more and more and more, and they're realizing that they actually do like you a lot more than they realized. And I'm feeling they're coming back with you, towards you afterwards. Like, it's a shock when they first come toward you, I get that. But it's victory. They're like, I want to see you again. Can we do this again? Like, are you still open to that? And I feel like you are. And then you're getting all these declarations of love, all this love coming towards you from this person. I'm also getting the Hierophant. Like, I'm getting like, there's different boundaries at this point. Different boundaries than there originally was. And I'm getting like how things go forward is being redefined. And I'm getting you're setting up for a very stable relationship. I'm getting like, for some of you, it's almost scheduled to like, we're going to see each other's Tuesdays and Wednesdays or something like that. Or we're going to see each other, every other weekend. Or like, because I feel like there's some sorting out of like how to make this work so that you both can be happy. And I'm getting like there's all this love coming from this person. They decide that this is something they want to do. They're working it out with you with what they can and can't do, and I get that that's leading towards a permanent relationship. It's leading towards it. And I'm getting this strength is like I'm getting this has a lot to do with the other person. Whoever this other person is, I'm getting that they really did walk away thinking they couldn't do this. But then they're afterwards deciding they really do want this, and they're finding the strength to make it work out. And that's the Hierophant connecting with the strength. They're finding a way to make this actually work out, to have you in their life, and to like balance it so it doesn't cause problems in other areas that they're afraid it might. But I feel like as it goes forward, you're going to get more and more connected to this person's life, and I'm getting this is cementing in the future as a permanent relationship. So I feel like it starts rough. Like it starts off like it feels like you're going to be left behind. It's a fruitless victory, or in the sense of like it ends on good terms, but you're still unhappy that it did end because you did have some interest in this person, and you can't seem to stop yourself thinking of it after they move on, and then they come back towards you. You're not expecting it, and things work out a lot better from there. Are we good? Good. All right, I'm going to wrap it up there. I hope that helps. Thank you for watching. Of course, if you'd like a direct reading from me, shoot me an email, jamesforastral@gmail.com, james4astral@gmail.com. Thank you.